Here we have a Mosler Safe. This safe was given to me by my son. He got it from a warehouse. And it sat in my garage for 2 years while I tried to practice safe cracking, which didn't work at all. I thought this would be a nice safe to have if it worked. If not, it serves as a nice anvil when I'm beating on stuff. But it's been getting in the way, so I'd rather have a safe. So what I discovered was that you go on the internet and everybody tells you there is no way on God's green earth you're getting a combination for this from anybody but a locksmith who will drill a hole, fix it, fix the hole, and give you the combination. Well, I didn't want to spend the money, so I tried something different. Here we're going to discuss what I tried different. This is what I tried different. I cut a hole in the back with a drill and I saw the back of the lock. I saw what I thought was a combination on a piece of paper, but it turned out to be a combination of something else that was being locked in this safe. So what I decided after a while is to get an angle grinder, cutoff wheel, cut this outside rectangle, break through the cement that lines it, and then take a sawzall and cut inside so that I could get my hand through into the other side of the lock and see if I could do anything. I'll open the door and show you what I found because it's easier than taking a picture through the hole. This is what I found inside. Now you see the piece of paper that has a password to something totally different safe, and they stored that password combination, whatever, in here. You notice I get all the information about the safe here, but since Mosler's out of business and chances are the combination got changed since it was originally shipped, no use even bothering. So what you can do is you can drill a hole in the back of the safe through the cement, which is there for fire protection, through the inside sheet metal, and look at these two screws sitting here. You take those screws out with a very long screwdriver and let them fall to the floor of the safe. You can get them once you get the door open. Once you get that cover off, then you're looking at this cover, the back of the actual combination unit. When you do that, when you see that, take those screws out. When you get those screws out, then you take off the back plate. That may take a little monkeying around. I had the advantage of being able to reach my whole arm in there. You may have to do a long drill and tap, put a threaded hole here with the tap, long threaded tap, and pull this plate out. This is what you want to do. You want to get this plate, it's a lot of fun one-handed even, out of here. Now this is what falls when you pull that out of there. Now, basically, you can spin this guy and pull this handle back. You can see this, you can pull that up or down. Somebody can turn the dial while you lift this in position because you've got nothing to stop you anymore. And you'll notice it pulls that in and out, which allows the handle to turn. Let me try this. There's the handle. Need to oil that. There's that. So basically, you can just spin the knob and that will open itself. You can turn the latch and voila, you're in the safe. Once you're in the safe, you can take this guy right here and you can put him back on, spin the dial, and find out what number, as you turn to the left counterclockwise 4 times, will get this innermost notch on this dial, my thumb tip. This innermost dial notch has to be lined up with this pin right here. So say you start out at 0 and you find out that this is 90 degrees out of the way. Well, that would be 25 on the dial. So try 25 and see if that gets this lined up with that on the innermost notch. Now when you find the number that does that, then you go clockwise until you get the second notch on the middle dial lined up with that. Write that number down. Then you go counterclockwise again until you get this guy And you do that on 2 laps, 2 rotations. And then to get the safe to open, you turn the dial back clockwise again. And this mechanism here will actually, this will drop in here, and this mechanism will come around, catch that, allow this to pull out, and allow you to open it. Now you can play around with that quite a bit, figure it out for yourself, more than I'm going to tell you again and again, and try and explain it clearly, more clearly than I have, which hasn't been so great. But let's face it, getting this off and getting it to a locksmith is a lot cheaper than hauling this safe to that same locksmith, if that's where you want to stop. But there's no reason why you can't figure out how to line these guys up with that. And it took me about an hour, and I'm slow, I guess. And now I know what the combination is. So there you go.